What's up, guys? This is Mike Loris, and I'm going to bring you another game from the Starseries Season 3. This is going to be between Team Quantic and Moscow 5. Now, this isn't the Moscow 5 that you know from the International. Moscow 5 went through a 100% clean sweep and then replacement, and these picks are coming way too fast. What the hell, teams? Anyway, bans, pretty normal, but Darkseer and Nagasiren both managed to get through. Enigma being banned out, Morphling being banned out, kind of uncharacteristic bans, or rather bans that you don't see all the time, that did allow Darkseer and Nagasiren to get through the pool. Team Quantic already setting up for a huge team fight lineup. Song and Siren into Ravage into Static Storm into Death is pretty much the solid combo there. Moscow 5 instantly picking up that Darkseer and Rubik, both of which, if you're lucky enough to get them through the pool, you're gonna pick them up pretty much no matter what because they fit in so well. Darkseer will be on the bottom lane for Moscow 5. Rubik probably supporting, possibly mid lane. But anyway, as I was saying, Moscow 5, one of the teams hit hardest by the post-TI2 shuffle. They have a completely new team. Everyone from the TI2 team has been either ejected or left. I don't remember what it was. But regardless, they're not in Moscow 5 anymore. They're all doing their own thing. I think they're like the retry now, most of them. But this is going to be a completely new lineup. Well, we're going to see what they're going to do with this. Team Quantic hit a little bit by the shuffle. 157 Universe playing for Quantic in this current game. But as far as the bans, Nature's Prophet, Chaos Knight banning out the carry for Moscow 5 because they still need someone who's a reliable damage dealer. Darkseer, Rubik, and Enchantress all more on the support utility role rather than heroes that actually do any damage. Team Quantic, on the other hand, they have some support in the Disruptors, a little bit in the Tidehunter as well. Nagasiren will provide the late game damage that they actually need. So they're probably just going to look to shore up their lanes, get a solo mid hero, or get a long lane hero, something like a Beastmaster or Broodmother or Gondar. Not Gondar. I have to stop calling him Gondar. Bounty Hunter. If you ever hear me say Gondar, that's Bounty Hunter. Okay, guys? Because old habits. But any of those to go on that long lane, they're going to ban out the other carry hero, or the other really go-to right clicker in the anti-mage. So Moscow 5, well, there's the Windrunner. There you go, banning out that hard lane. Moscow 5, if they want to actually go for a carry hero, they're going to have to do someone who's a little bit uncharacteristic. Now, we saw in the last game, EG picked up the Spirit Breaker, and if you haven't seen that, then you could go watch it if you want. You don't have to. But I'm just saying, EG playing a Spirit Breaker, I'm just going to put it at that. But Moscow 5 still have a couple of options. You know, there's always Priestess, there's always Dragon Knight. I don't know, they could go Tiny Wisp, I guess, and have Tiny be like the real heavy right clicker. But they still have a lot of options, but the real go-to ones are not in the pool right now. Quantic, they're probably going to look to pick up something for the hard lane and mid lane, as I said before. Broodmother and Queen of Pain probably would be a solid combination there. Queen of Pain does fit in very well with the Nagasiren ultimate. You can get into that perfect position so that your Sonic Wave hits absolutely everything. We're going to see what they actually want to do with this. Is Invoker in the pool? Invoker is also in the pool if they want to do that. They're going to go for the Venomancer, get more support. Probably going to shift either Disruptor or Tidehunter out of that safe lane. But maybe it's a Disruptor solo mid, in which case they still need a long lane. But Moscow 5, what are you going to pick up? They could still go for a little bit more support hero. Something along the lines of a Sand King, get a little bit of a guaranteed stun onto Team Quantic. Or they could just pick up their carry hero right now, although with the current pool there's really no sense in picking up the carry hero right now since the carries are already restricted so much that really it's kind of pointless. Might as well just wait to the 5th slot. See what Quantic finishes up their lineup with, and then see if you could somehow adjust your carry hero pick accordingly. Because right now, something like they just need an early game utility. Okay, they're gonna go for the Faceless Void. So forget about what I said. They're gonna go for the carry and the Faceless Void. Here we don't see all the time, but a Chronosphere will stop that Song and the Siren dead in their tracks. If you could somehow, I believe the cast range. Well, I don't know if you could actually get a Chronosphere off before Tidehunter drops down his Ravage, but Disruptor will silence the Faceless Void with that Static Storm, so either way, the Chronosphere probably not going to come out if the Faceless Void does get caught by the Naga Siren's ultimate. Team Quantic, what do you want to do? You still need some lanes. Wouldn't be surprised, as I said before, of a Brood Mother or a Queen of Pain or an Invoker. They'd all fit very well. Moscow 5, their lanes, they have a need for a mid lane. So they're probably looking towards Queen of Pain or Invoker also. Something along those lines. Like, granted, Rubik can be the one in the mid lane, get himself a little bit more experience, reach at level 6 a lot faster, try to steal one of the many big ultimates that Quantic has. But more than likely he's going to be supporting that Faceless Void along with the Enchantress, so it's kind of like a 2.5 lane. And then just pick up someone for the solo mid, Darkseer solo bot, and then everything is just fine. Quantic is going to pick up the Invoker. With all the setup that they have, Exhort Invoker might not be that bad. And then they could put the tri-lane in the top lane. But really, either way, it'll be pretty good. No matter what build the Invoker goes for. Moscow 5, you don't really have to burn through your time, do you? You need a mid lane. You just get Queen of Pain. Or I think you should still go for Sand King and then have Rubik yeah. I don't know. Moscow 5, they have a lot of choices. Yeah, I'll even Brewmaster. The Panda will work. We're just going to wait for that to happen, and then we're going to jump right into this game. So Team Quantic definitely going for the giant AoE teamfight route. Moscow 5 going to go for, oh there you go, Queen of Pain. Moscow 5 going to go for the more 4-1 strategy. Make sure that Faceless Void gets as big as possible, and then try to make him survive throughout the vicious teamfight of Quantic. But if it comes down to a 5 vs 5, I'm going to have to favor Quantic. Even though M5 do have very big ultimates, the Queen of Pain's ultimate, the Chronosphere, as well as the Wall of Replica Vacuum combo, plus whatever Dread could steal, Team Quantic simply has the edge in that they can dictate the flow of the fight. They could use Song and Siren as they wish. They could use that to set up everything else for their team. And once Song of the Siren goes down, all of the other spells are going to follow as well. So it's going to be Song of the Siren into a Static Storm, into a Poison Nova, into a Ravage, and all that is pretty much guaranteed to hit if the Song of the Siren hits, and it's very hard to actually dodge the Song of the Siren. You have to actually get some sort of magic immunity, or that's really the only way to do it. But if M5 somehow managed to take a little bit more of a skirmishy game, you could see that somewhat in the Faceless Void, who's, you know, he has a little bit of mobility. He's no anti-mage, but he can certainly do very well in those smaller fights. It's easier to position your Chronosphere to not screw over your team. Actually, let's just forget about that for a little bit. We're going to go into the picks. Who's playing what? I mean, Nexus is going to be playing Faceless Void, Carry Sadoy on the Darkseer, Stallianer on the Queen of Pain, Dread is going to be playing the Rubik, and that leaves Solo to the Enchantress, who got new textures, I believe, once again. Stand-in Universe, XEG, going to play the Tidehunter. Brax is going to be on the Invoker. Korok, typically on the hard carry role for Quantic on the Naga Siren. Painted Gold is going to be playing the Venomancer, and 1437 X-Mao is going to be playing the Disruptor, and there might be a level 1 clash in the jungle. If someone gets netted, they're going to be in huge trouble. I actually don't know who has the favorable engagement as far as this fight goes. Dread going to get netted by Korok long range. Gale and Gush to follow up, but Sadoy is sitting in the middle of everyone with that Ion Shell doing so much damage. Dread is going to go down to that Thunder Strike, and Quantic Brax picks up the first kill, but he's taking damage from 2 Ion Shells. Solo might be in a little trouble. Stand-in Universe also getting to be in a little trouble. Time Walk in from Nexus, the Ion Shell doing so much, and there goes the first one. Nexus getting a double kill. Painted Gold on the run, but the Ion Shells will not let him escape. And wow, what a start for M5. The perfect, you can't ask for more than that. They did lose the first blood, granted, so I guess they kind of can get asked for more for that. But Nexus knows what's up. He just got a level 1 triple kill as a Faceless Void. Wow, that is going to make his life so easy. Already going to pick up a Poor Man Shield. Why not? Poor Man Shield stats for generative items. This Faceless Void's going to have the time of his life. Looks like the top lane is going to be Korok as well as Painted Gold and 157. So it is going to be the tri-lane on the easy, that's not the easy lane, the hard lane for Quantic, easy lane for M5. Gonna match tri-lane for tri-lane. M5 really depends on how well their Enchantress picks the creeps as to whether or not they can actually get kills. Korok does have that long range initiation with that net. Painted Gold's Gale and 157 to follow up. But if Enchantress can pull something very good, then that will put M5's Trilane at the advantage. Sudoi already doing the creep cutting tactics, forcing Universe to have a little bit of difficulty under this tier 1 bottom lane tower. He's gonna pick up a point of Kraken Shell and then some Anchor Smash, and then he should be fine. He's taking a lot of damage though. But if anything's gonna happen, it's probably gonna be on this top lane. There is a time walk up for Faceless Void. Did get him at least one of those kills. So he should be relatively safe against this lane. But his support is very far away. Both Solo and Dread jungling together. Solo has picked up a Troll Warlord, which is a very good level 1 creep to get. Or I guess level 2. Is she level 2? Yeah, level 2 creep, I guess. But, you know, it's a very good creep to get in the early stages because of that long range net. In the mid lane, it is going to be Brax versus Stallianer. And as far as that lane goes, well, Brax is going to go for an Exhort build. So Queen of Pain is definitely going to get out-harassed if they go toe-to-toe. However, Queen of Pain with the Shadow Strike and probably Blink Scream of Pain, if she actually wants to go for a kill, I think she would actually use her spells, no shit. Will be able to chunk down Brax, but Brax will take the longer fight. Now Dread picking up a haste, you're getting telekinesis Brax back into the net from Solo. Sunstrike is going to miss, and Brax is going to go down to the Queen of Pain. Solo taking a little bit of damage there, but he's going to be just fine as Dread, with a haste rune, continuing to wander around. Him and Solo are going to be forces to be reckoned with, especially with a creep such as the Dark Troll Warlord. Very high amount of lockdown on those. So M5 off to a rockin' start. Faceless Void already with the Poor Man's Shield. 1-1-1 build for him. And what's more, they do have the guaranteed creep kills coming out from Sudoi. Ion Shell pretty well 100% guarantees that you're going to get every single one of these creep kills, not miss it to any of your own creeps or to the tower or anything like that. Plus they do have the Enchantress, which means that she's going to be getting extra gold and experience, of which Quantic cannot match, because 147, Painted Gold, and Korok are all splitting the experience here, whereas Solo getting his own income of experience. So far, the gold per minute Brax still leading the way as far as gold per minute, even with 2 deaths to his name. He's doing pretty well, 15 for 4 against 13 for 2. So Queen of Pain, I don't know how Queen of Pain has less gold per minute than the Invoker, but that makes actually no sense whatsoever. I don't know. I just read the numbers, guys. Sudoi gonna put a little bit of damage on Universe with that Iron Shell. Can take a gush for his effort. But he does have Soul Ring as well as a Salve, so he's going to be at very high levels of HP for pretty much the entire phase of the early phase of this game. Don't think anyone's actually going to die on that bottom lane. Mid lane could be a place for some kills. Stallianer walks up very aggressively and lands a couple more of those. Or even one more. She could just blink in for the killing blow. Brax only with 1 point of that Quas. Gonna have to watch out, especially since Queen of Pain is very close to that level 6 mark, adding a lot of burst damage to her arsenal. She probably, well, now she will have enough mana with that bottle. And 157, wow. Doesn't want a double damage rune. I don't know why. Probably thinking that Queen of Pain was gonna head towards him. But still, I would have just grabbed it. Yeah, that's just me. He knows better than I do, I'm sure. Carries on either team. Faceless Void, 15 for 2 versus 22 for 5. So Korok, although he did not get a triple kill, he is leading as far as creep score goes. Universe and Painted Gold both now on this bot lane. Sudoi is trapped behind the tier 1 tower, and of course Brax chooses now to die as Sudoi is stuck here. He's going to try to make his way out of this Universe. He's got to get in the way. Sudoi is going to get out. Ravage to follow up though, as Gale's going to hit right at the edge. He's going to take tower shots until he is dead. Darkseer gets killed by the tower. In the meantime, Invoker getting killed by what looks like a Rubik Enchantress Queen of Pain gank. But Darkseer, not having any of that, he wants to get back into that lane. He knows that he was diving way too aggressively and did not expect that Venomancer to teleport in. 1 single point of Plague Ward securing them that kill. Very good play by Painted Gold to actually recognize that, hey, this is the only path that he could actually leave. I might as well just block it off. Korok continuing to farm up. He's going for the Tranquil Boots again. From what I've seen from Korok, that's the build he likes to go for. It's very peculiar how so many players like to play Naga Siren in so many different ways. And you'd think it's a fairly straightforward hero. Like, not exactly cookie cutter, but you know, you have the typical strong items on Naga Siren, but the build variation is pretty high. Looking around now, gonna see if anything is actually happening. And look at that, I found something happening, guys. High fives for everyone. It's gonna be Solo as well as Dread. Smoked up, looking for another kill on this Invoker. Invoker does have a point of Wex though, so he will be able to invoke Ghostwalk if shit hits the fan. Stallianer putting himself forward very aggressively with the haste root in his bottle. He's gonna dive for this. There goes a Scream Pain, Shadow Strike as well, and an instant Ghostwalk from the Invoker. Maybe that was just to bait it out, because he does have backup in the wings. Brax very low on life, half HP, and he thinks he's safe, so he's gonna pop out of the invisibility. Dread and Solo though, not looking to engage on this, and 157 is here in this mid lane. Try to give his Invoker a little bit of support. Looks like instead they're gonna opt for the top lane, where Painted Gold and Korok are pushed way too far. This could mean the death of the Venomancer as well as the Naga Siren. There goes the Centaur leading the charge. Korok is going to take the slow from the Time Walk. Telekinesis as well. Stun from the Centaur is going to land, and Korok is going to fall. Sunstrike is going to hit on Solo, but it doesn't really matter because Nexus has popped the Chronosphere. Going to catch Painted Gold. One more hit, and wow, another 2 kills for this Faceless Void. 5-0 for him. And Radiant's Courier doing something silly. I don't know where. I wish you'd click on this and actually figure out where it died. The Universe now might be in a little bit of trouble. Ion Shell and Stallianer. He's going to dive past the tier 1 tower into the trees. The Universe on the run. Almost Screaming Pain and some right clicks will give Stallianer his kill. 204 for him. So M5 just looking so solid this game. They're getting the kills, but more importantly, they're getting the kills on the right heroes. Queen of Pain as well as Faceless Void getting a lot of the kills. 500, 204. It's pretty much what you want. That's the ideal situation. Now with so much golden experience for Nexus, he could really have his pick on what build he wants to go for. Could be Battle Fury and just ride that advantage all the way up to the end of the game. Orange now teleporting in. He does have a Ravage, I think. Yes, he does. He's gonna not cast it. Okay, fair enough. Queen of Pain with Invisibility Rune. Looking to circle around as his tower gets denied. Now Painted Gold might be in a little bit of trouble. The mana combo is not there yet. You need 20 more mana. Stallianer, you better wait. You better wait. Shadow Strike as well as Screaming Pain. No mana for the ultimate though. 157. Regardless, going to be in a lot of trouble. Stallianer does not have enough mana for a Blink Scream, so he cannot actually seal the deal, and that will allow Quantic to escape. I do feel like Queen of Pain jumped the gun just a little bit. If she waited for just 10 seconds more, she would have had enough mana to actually burst someone down instead of just weakening them. And of course, you want kills. Who doesn't want kills? Really, is there any game where you don't want kills? I guess like Sims, because that's not the point of the game, but kills are good. Kills are good, guys. Write that down, put it on the fridge. So every time you walk to get something to eat, you're like, what? Wait, what? Yeah, I should get kills. That's brilliant. Make sure I get full credit for that as well. Enchant just walking around with the Naked Energy Booster. Gonna go straight for the Arcane Boots? Why not, I guess, if you're rolling in the dough. 005 on her. So assist money. So much assist money. It's looking really good for M5. We do see the lead is at 3,000 for them as far as gold. Almost 3,000 for the experience. At this point in the game, several thousand lead as far as that goes. It's pretty substantial, especially when the likes of Queen of Pain and Faceless Void are the ones really benefiting from that. The faster you get to a high level on the Queen of Pain, the more effective you'll be. And she's level 8. Let's actually take a look at the EXP per minute. 413, shortly followed by the Darkseer. So there are very high levels now on the M5 team. Radiant's Courier finally responding. 157. Might want to look for something to happen with Brax, who went for a Hand of Midas. Very interesting build on this Invoker. Probably wants to get a little bit more of a right-click build going with it Exhort. 157. Moving up just to do a little bit of the electricity damage to Queen of Pain. And of course, electricity is super effective against flying. Queen of Pain, of course, is a flying dark type, in case you guys were wondering. And Invoker is, I don't know, you can't, he has 3 types, it's cheating, he's like Gen 12 right now. Yeah, okay, I shouldn't do that. No more of those references, unless you guys don't hate them. I don't know. References make it easy to keep talking. And talking is something that's actually pretty important when you're doing this kind of thing. I know, right? So I'm just going to continue with the references, because I don't give a shit. Tidehunter, water type. Yeah, that's an easy one. Poison type. Come on. Electricity. Psychic also. It's true. It's true. It's so easy. These all come so naturally. Darkseer, probably like Dark Psychic or something stupid like that. And that is my rundown on Dota hero types. Saliana with the double damage rune gonna work on this tier 1 mid tower. Unfortunately for Quantic, all of them transition out of this lane down to the bot lane. Gonna scream out this wave, try to thin it as fast as possible, and together with Solo, they're gonna push down this tower. Quantic's gonna look for a trade, 1 tower for 1 tower. They're pretty much guaranteed to get this tower with all 5 heroes on this bot lane. No teleportation coming in. But it might not be a 1-for-1 trade, as Nexus working on the top lane tower. Stoy is still here, no ultimate on him yet, but he does still have Ion Shell and Vacuum. And now here we go, 3 more heroes from M5 are coming around. Solo's gonna bust up the high ground, instantly enchant Brax, but you know, Solo, you're not invulnerable. Chronosphere onto 4, however, Nexus is gonna line up for a perfect Queen of Pain ultimate, as well as a Vacuum to follow. Everyone from Quantic is going to die here, so I'm the Siren actually saving them. But wow, what a Chronosphere. What a Chronosphere. 157, the only one to survive. He's going to try to teleport from the trees. He is going to get out. But this tower is going to go down. Quantic did not take this tower. They barely even scratched it. M5. They're looking for yellow, but they're not going to find him anywhere nearby. This tower is going to go down instead. So it was 2-for-0 tower trade, plus a couple of deaths on Quantic's lineup. Definitely not a good trade, and M5 extend the lead even more. They have yet to lose a tower where they have taken 3 of Quantic's. So that in itself is a huge advantage. Put that together with the fact that they did take out a courier, plus are leading by 7 kills, with 5 of those 7 being on the Faceless Void, or 5 of the 10, I guess, being on the Faceless Void. It's a substantial advantage for M5. And if the Faceless Void keeps on dropping Chronospheres like that, well, Quantic's going to be hard pressed to stop them. Ravage was not used in the last fight because, well, the Tidehunter didn't have an opportunity. So I guess if Quantic, they have to be the ones doing the initiating if they want to actually get their ultimate combo off. Otherwise, that Chronosphere, when they clump up, not going to be pretty. Sunstrike going to hit, of course, right on Nexus. That makes no sense, because there's like a million units there. Roshan is slowly going down. I don't think M5 actually have enough speed to do this. Smoke up from Quantic. And Roshan is getting pretty low. They're going to find Dread, who instantly picks up an what the hell, invisibility rune. What luck is that? Roshan at less than 1,000 HP. Universe is going to walk in, drop down the Ravage onto everyone. Gale get a follow up as well, but Ravage stolen by Dread, and Painted Gold gets telekinesed out of that static storm. Tidehunter does go down as the rest of M5 just walk out of that storm. Painted Gold gonna get initiated upon with a 3-man Chronosphere. Brax and 157 all gonna go down. Sadoy with the triple kill. Wow, I stand corrected. They did have enough damage to take down Roshan. They also had enough damage to kill all of Quantic, even with the Ravage, even with the Static Storm. M5 doesn't give a fuck. They're just gonna steal your Ravage and then perm stun your entire team. Easy. Now, if only all my games were that simple. Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm no Dread, so I'm no Dendy. Can't steal Ravage. It's hard. It's hard, man. But now 3-14, Quantic getting absolutely thrashed in that engagement. Faceless Void now with 2 lives, 502, and almost at his Battle Fury. They're going to look to take down this tier 2 on the bot lane. They have a lot of creep clearing abilities. And Quantic don't have any other big ultimates yet. 85 seconds before Ravage is up, 20 seconds before Static Storm is up. So this tower is going to fall. Just a matter of whether or not Quantic want to try to go for Deny. Plague Ward deny, 29 damage, do it. Ready? He's gonna do it. He's not gonna do it. Chance just picks up that tower. And that is going to mean the Battle Fury faces Void. He's teleporting up to the top lane where Korok is pushing by himself. Going to time walk very aggressively towards him. Fortunately, not actually getting close enough. Jodoy getting glimpsed back into a Static Storm. He's going to take a Sunstrike as well. Boom, so much damage from him. Darkseer does go down solo, as well as the Queen of Pain. Kind of hesitant as to whether or not they actually want to go for this one. Queen of Pain does spot off Painted Gold though, and he wants to go for the softer meat. Screaming Pain, Shadow Strike, Sonic Wave to follow through, instantly bursting down that Venomancer. Queen of Pain doing so much burst damage, level 11 because of that early experience lead. Solo just finds a wild Forge Spirit. Fire or Rock. Of course, guys. Come on, keep up. We're doing Pokemon here. But anyway, 4-15. M5 did lose that Darkseer. But they exchanged it for a Venomancer. Not the best trade, but at least they got something out of that. And they're in a substantial lead right now. What Quantic have to do, they have to find their 5v5 ultimate combo. They have to have that Song of the Siren initiate, the Static Storm, the Ravage. But from what I've seen of Korok's Naga Siren, he really doesn't like to use that Song of the Siren to initiate. I don't think I've seen it once. It's mostly just initiate with your teammates, and then Song of the Siren to escape if things get hairy. That is a little bit more of a cautious way to play Naga Siren. Because once you use that Song of the Siren to initiate, all your cards are on the table. Ravage completely whiffed. I don't know what the hell that was, but it was going to time out anyway, so why not give it a shot. But Korok doesn't really like to use that ultimate to initiate. Haven't seen him do it out of all the games I've casted from this tournament. That's going to mean trouble because that will give M5 more of an opportunity to land down their big ultimates. They do have a couple of them too, especially when Dread steals a Ravage. That helps your team fight just a little bit. Solo picking up the cup creep. Look at this. It's the only unit in Dota with bling. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. I don't know how this cup means speed aura, but this creep is just awesome. It's just awesome. He needs a retexture though. Oh no, Nexus, what are you doing here? Stuck in a kinetic field. Gonna try to time walk out of this, but he's gonna lose his Aegis. It's like Quantic, happy with that pick off on the Aegis. And Nexus doesn't give a crap. He's just gonna keep going. Kind of tempting fate just a little bit, because one net will mean that he's gonna die. He's gonna join the rest of his team. 5 men on the mid lane for M5, looking to take a tier 2 tower. Venomancer is here though. Level 3 ward is not even level 7 on him yet. Lowest XP per minute is going to do that to you. There goes Song of the Siren. Of course, that's as soon as I say that he doesn't like to use it for initiation, he uses it for initiation. Universe trying to get into place for a Ravage. He is going to get it, but only on one. Stallianer is so toast. Nexus going to jump in for that Chronosphere, but instantly get glimpsed out. So not much damage is going to go there. Static Storm also dropping down, missing completely though. Story going to pop off that mech as well as Surge, try to get himself out of there. Siren does pick up the Enchantress, who has stayed a little bit too long, and M5 still lost 2 people, even though the initiation from Quantic was absolutely abysmal. Like Venomancer ultimates, all the ultimates got dropped there for Quantic, only picking up 2. Tidehunter did not find a good Ravage angle because most of M5 was hiding in the jungle, and he couldn't really move up to actually scout that out. So Queen of Pain absolutely got roasted there. But other than that, that initiation from Quantic was so messy. Static Storm completely whiffed. Ravage only hit 1. Regardless, they did get 2 picks though, so I guess if Quantic avoid fighting for another like 2 minutes, they should be fine, or a minute and a half. But I don't think M5 are going to let them do that, because they just pushed down the mid lane, knowing that all of Quantic's ultimates are up. So you could bet that they're going to want to push down the mid lane, knowing that all of Quantic's ultimates are down. They don't have Chronosphere for another 35 seconds. By the time that is up, there will be a Static Storm, but that's pretty much it. Chronosphere has a relatively low cooldown for how devastating it is. This tower can take a lot of damage. Are they actually going to try to save it? Kinetic Field is going to go off, trap Nexus into a boulder. If he time walks out of there, he's going to be just fine. All 5 now still on the M5 on the mid lane. That teleportation going up for Quantic. Dread is going to lead the charge. He knows where Korok is, and Nexus, does he want to chase this, or does he want to actually... yeah, he's going to stay here, deny his tower. Battle Fury is being used to clear off the creeps, farm up that wave, and then deny that tower. A lot of gold denied to Quantic through that. Kind of rely on those tier 1 towers to bolster your income just a little bit, because right now they need it. They desperately need that gold, but it gets denied from them. Stallianer alone on the mid lane trying to hold off all of Quantic's heroes. They're really scared because they don't know where the rest of M5 is. Aghanim Scepter has been picked up on Queen of Pain. Not yet a level 3 ultimate. So his ultimate could still get stronger. But the cooldown is drastically reduced now. Let's see, Scepter cooldown 70. Okay, so the cooldown actually does change. 70 seconds and then 40 seconds. Ridiculous cooldown for an ultimate there. Especially one that deals so much damage. 725 at level 3. It's a Laguna Blade that you could shoot every 40 seconds into a crowd. That's fantastic. Korok, 3,100 gold on him. Is he going to go for a heart? I feel like Quantic kind of need more damage on their Naga Siren. Because their team fight could, or should in theory, speak for itself. They don't really need items to bolster that. Naga Siren's holding on to a lot of gold. If she was going to go for Vanguard, she would have gotten it a long time ago. So it is going to be a heart rush, it looks like, for Korok. Going to try to survive through that Chronosphere, I guess, but I don't know if that's the right choice. Solo going to steal one of the Forged Spirits right before they time out, unfortunately. This tower taking quite a bit of damage. Already down to 400 HP. As Forged Spirits go the other way. Rubik stealing some of those. Also has a gem, so looking to take complete map control. As you can see, Quantic, not a single ward on the map. Well, you know, there's one ward. 2 wards now, just got placed. Painted Gold, placing some wards. But M5 are doing a pretty good job at making sure that Quantic don't have control of the map, even though M5 don't have many wards of their own. Well, now even more go down. So as soon as I decided to go into that ward topic, they all are just like, hey, he's going into the ward topic. We should start placing wards. It's a good idea. But M5, with so many towers still up, they will have the inherent advantage as far as the map control. Invisibility rune did get picked up from the Queen of Pain. That does represent an opportunity to actually get in there and initiate. Is there any true sight? I don't think there is. There's no reason really for Quantic to pick up any true sight. So Stallianer is going to be a free scout. Oh, Quantic smells something though. They smell it. Placing a sentry ward. Don't know why they have that. I guess they didn't have vision of that rune. They must have just seen it in from the creep wave or something like that. So they do know that Queen of Pain is around. Cold Snap onto her. Blink in. Ravage only for Stallianer. Rock gonna get dropped on the Queen of Pain as well. So Ravage, a little bit overkill, I have to say. That's gonna mean another 140 seconds where Quantic simply cannot fight. And if they do fight, they get pretty much cleaned up. Might be enough though. I don't really know. Wall of Replicas now starting to come up on the Darkseer. A couple more levels and those illusions are going to be absolutely brutal. Especially the Naga Siren illusion, which is going to be tanky as all hell since she's going to go for a heart. Tower still taking a little bit of damage though. Down to 200 HP. They're looking to keep that tower as safe as they can. Hold on to it so that Queen of Pain can respawn. Soy and Solo going to branch off. Sedoy is so stacked, wow. Mech and Pipe, not bad at all for the Darkseer, but he did have that creep cutting. Did allow him some guaranteed income, wasn't contested in the least. Roshan is up, M5 want it. And a double damage would kind of help. That's something useful to have when you're going for Roshan. Make sure in your games to always pick up the double damage rune before you go get Roshan, because why the hell not? So Shan's absolutely getting demolished. No minus armor, but they don't need it because Void, so much damage is essentially no armor on him, on the Roshan. It's not how it works. I'm just, you know, trying to be clever, but I guess I'm failing. Roshan's, regardless, getting clubbed down by this Faceless Void. I don't know how someone that small compared to Roshan is able to actually bash Roshan and stun him, but I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine, I guess. Smoke instantly from M5, looking for someone. Looking for the entire team, actually. Unfortunately, their Faceless Void has left to the top lane. Stallianer is going to find Brax as well as 1.7. Static Storm instantly popping out. Deafening Blast as well. Almost pushing them out of there. Universe blinks in, but he does not have that Ravage. There goes the Aegis being popped down. Darkseer does pick up the Venomancer kill with that Wall of Illusions. Long range impetus shot onto the Invoker to pick up that kill. And Korok has arrived to stop the show. What a killer ultimate right there. Korok instead going for a Radiance, so he's going to go for the damage. Of course, that Radiance will be replicated on that wall, but M5 picking up 2. Huge range impetus. You don't want to force stack yourself away from an Enchantress. That's a recipe for disaster right there. In the meantime, they're going to push down the tier 2 mid as well as the tier 2 top. So 2 towers down for M5. Stoy might be in a little bit of trouble though. Deafening Blast flying out from Dread, and Invoker's still not up for that Sunstrike, so Sudoi is going to be just fine, back up and walk away. All tier 2 towers now have been taken down by M5. So their gold advantage, I'm kind of scared. Oh god, that hurts to see. Hurts to see. I feel like if Quantic was, if they were actually using their ultimates in team fight situations, they would be doing a lot better. But they kind of need to use their ultimates, the Ravage at least, to lock down the Faceless Void and Queen of Pain, because they don't really have many reliable stuns. The only thing that they do have is that net, which is great, but when you're relying on one hero to do all the stunning, it gets pretty rough. They do have the Glimpse, I suppose. You kind of call that a pseudo stun, since it kind of behaves, the objective is the same, or the purpose, I guess, is the same. And now Quantic grouped up, smoked up, looking for someone to kill. They're going to run into Pink, most likely. And Solo, if you get caught, you're going to die. Gale's going to fly out. Universe blinking in for the gush. Thunder on him as well. Cold Snap to follow up. And Enchantress gets absolutely demolished. On the back of that pick, they probably want to get that tier 2 mid. Although Enchantress really isn't that integral to M5's team at this point in the game.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They could defend with just the Chronosphere as well as the Sonic Wave. And as I say that, here comes Nexus. Look for the biggest Chronosphere in this game. He gets glimpsed back. Oh, no. Safe glimpse. It's okay. We're fine. Unfortunately, 157 a little bit slow on that glimpse. Denying that Faceless Void the free trip back to where he came from. Teleport's now coming in. It's going to be the Enchantress. Quantic still do have all their big ultimates up, but then again, so do M5, so this fight is going to be a clash of positioning as well as ultimate usage. Double damage rune helps, once again. It's just always a lot easier when all your heroes do a lot double damage. It makes the game so easy. M5, they're going to have to be careful because the Song of the Siren Ravage combo is up. And in a situation like this where you're defending this one choke point that I still can't draw on the map, damn it. I really like drawing on the map. A situation like pushing a tier 3 tower against an Naga Siren Tidehunter, well, that ultimate is pretty much guaranteed to be used as initiation. It's just so easy to do that because all your heroes will be clumped up, and even if like one's over here and one's over here, they're both going to be hit by a Ravage if you place it right here. So M5 are going to have to be very careful about that. Instead, they're just going to farm the jungle, get a little bit more farm on their guys. As Nexus going back to the top lane, has picked up Yasha as well as a BKB. So not interested in any of that team fight of Quantic's. Just going to hopefully mitigate the entire thing, popping off his BKB and then hopefully his Chronosphere to deny that Ravage. I don't know if he actually has enough damage though. Probably the only weakness of the Faceless Void at this point. Once he gets his Manta style though, should be able to club down the Tidehunter if he catches him in the Chronosphere. Smoke is going to come out toward... No, that's not smoke. It just looked like smoke because everyone was grouping up. Regardless, all of the Quantic heroes want to take a tier 1 tower. Tier 1 tower very low at this point. And M5, are they going to defend this? They could sack it and concentrate on pushing the other lanes. Why sack it when you could get kills? All heroes from Quantic kind of dispersing out a little bit. Doing a little bit more farm. The movement from M5 does show that they want to defend this. They do need the Chronosphere if they're going to do so. In 4 seconds, they will have that. Or at least have that available to them. Fortification trying to slow down Quantic. Ion Shell to go as well. Forge Spirits trying to do what they can against this tower. And this tower does stand. They just need one more hit. And this tower will be in deny range. This tower, is it in deny range? Yes, it is. Perfect 10% of the HP. Queen of Pain stealing the deny from Darkseer. What an ass. Universe with Ravage, as well as Blink, is looking for someone to kill. He does find Sadoy. There's the Blink forward, Ravage hitting 3 of them. Nexus gets stunned, but he pops that BKB immediately, laying down his Chronosphere onto Korok. He's going to line up the Stallianer for his ultimate as well. Korok is taken down, Universe is taken down, double kill by the Faceless Void. Time walk in for 157. He's going to get clubbed to death as well. Triple kill for the Faceless Void, as Painted Gold trying to hide in the trees. Plague Ward does defend him. Sunstrike going to fly off, hits Sadoy, I believe, but it doesn't matter because he's still alive. 3 down for Quantic in exchange for none, plus a tower deny. M5, 20 for 8 at this point, extending their advantage, and they're going to push in, try to contest some barracks. I don't know if they have enough to actually take down the racks, because the creep wave is looking awfully thin. And Faceless Void isn't the tankiest hero on the map right now. Regardless, they're going to try. Might as well try. Put a little bit of damage on this tower. Static Storm is down. Ravage is down. Song of Sirens still up, though. Sunstrike is going to hit Nexus to it. Unless it gets backtracked. Of course it gets backtracked. But the tower does go down. Nexus took a little bit of damage. He's going to go right in for Brax. Very ballsy play from this Faceless Void, who's at very low HP. He gets glimpsed back. Yeah, he does get glimpsed back. Song of Siren now, slowing down everyone from M5. But they all just simply escape. Korok in the middle of everything. 157 trying to do a little bit of assistance. Sadoy does get netted to the floor, but he gets 4 staffed out. Kinetic Field going to go up. And here comes Nexus once again, getting a 2-hit disruptor. 1, 2. Korok is going to take a lot of damage from the Queen of Pain, as well as the Faceless Void. Still at less than 200 HP, but he's surviving nonetheless. Stallianer hunting down the Invoker, as well as purchasing a BKB from the enemy base. Completely out of mana though, she might be in a little bit of trouble. Korok is there with the right click. Stallianer needs to blink at this, but he gets perma-stunned by that cold snap. Looks like he is going to survive from this, popping off BKB to try to get out of here. Sadoy is going to fight Korok 1 versus 1, and there's the Chronosphere from Nexus. Going to close the gap, hit the Naga Siren once, and hit Painted Gold 3-4 times. Get that kill. Time walk now onto Brax, and Brax is telekinesis back into the clutches of M5, picking up yet another kill. Holy shit streak for M5, the Faceless Void Nexus. And there's the GG call from Quantic. They've had enough of this game. M5 just constantly walking up all over them. The giant team from Quantic simply didn't come into play. And this Faceless Void 10-07. What a fearsome Void. Just carried his team to victory with those Chronospheres. Perfect Chronosphere placement. Perfect follow-up to the Chronospheres, more importantly. And of course, all the support heroes doing their thing as well. They really get overshadowed a lot, support heroes, but they didn't feed, they did their job. Universe wants to get one more kill, he's going to get it. But at the cost of his own life. Goodbye, Universe. Shade Bolt. But yeah, 5-1-20. Rubik was involved in 25 out of the 28 kills. That is absolute ridiculous support from the Rubik. It's just hard to actually measure the effectiveness of these support heroes. That's why heroes like Queen of Pain and Void usually get a lot of the credit. But M5 just played very well as a team. Looking forward to more of their games in the future. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Quantic versus M5 from the Star Series Season 3. More to come. There's so many games, so many games. I'm gonna wait for this game to end, but apparently Universe doesn't want to leave. I don't think he could defend his base, though. I don't think so. It doesn't look like it. Yeah, the Radiant heroes got lazy. But anyway, guys, I'm just going to try to get more and more of these games out. And hopefully everything will go well. I get a couple more FP VODs as well. And the Chronosphere, the fountain farming has begun. Let's see if they actually get anyone. Faceless Void with that cleave is going to hit everyone, plus the illusions. And fountain farming successful. Universe is the only one alive, and he gets killed also. And Dread, Ghost Scepters to survive. Brilliant. So I'm just gonna wait for the score screen, guys. But other than that, oh wait, I'm gonna start making this a thing. Ready? Ready? I'm gonna make it a thing. There you go. I'm gonna forget to do that like all the time now. Whatever. GG.